Hey everybody, Griff here. I am making a quick video to show you how to embed your weekly plan in your bulletin board directly from a spreadsheet. What this allows you to do is to have your weekly plan in a Google Sheet, and you can update your weekly plan in here, and it will automatically update it on your course page. All right. I know people are doing this differently. You can still do it any way you want, but this is just nice because it will automatically upload and not upload, just update in your course page. The big thing is knowing what cells your sheet is in, your plan is in. So this is cell A1, and I think it says that on the bottom somewhere. If I move this around, Castify stuff might be blocking it. Maybe not. But that's cell A1. You know, it's just like Battleship, A1. This is cell E6 down here, right? E6. That's going to come in handy in a minute. So to get the embed code, you go File, Publish to Web. All right. This one's already been published to the web, so it might look a little bit different in here. You might have to hit Publish to Web before you do this. You're going to embed, but not the entire document, probably just sheet 1. All right. Sheet 1. So the app is called Google Sheets, but typically you actually call this a workbook because in a workbook you can have multiple sheets. I have a different workbook for each class, each course, I should say. So I've got 4 workbooks. I don't know. Maybe I should just put them all in one thing and made different sheets, but oh well. So sheet 1, there's the embed code. We're going to copy this embed code right now. So you click it. I do the keyboard Control C on the keyboard, or right click and copy. You know, it tells you that it's Control C, so copy, or Control C on the keyboard. And then you go into your course page, your bulletin board, edit mode. If you don't already have an embed in here, you should slide that in there. I also learned that you can do embeds right in the text box, so that was kind of interesting to learn that. And I'll show you that. I learned that in making the topic for this, what I'm doing right now. So in here, weekly plan, edit. This is the working code, right? It looks a little bit different than what we just copied because we have to modify part of the code. So I'm going to put the code as copied from Google Sheets, right? From what I just saw. And I'm going to save it. And I'll show you what it looks like. It makes it small, right? You can't see the whole thing. So then the next thing is, okay, how do we get it so I can see the whole thing? Well, I looked that up online and figured it out. What you're going to do is you're going to go up here to groups. You should have a Science Olympiad group there. All right, you should. Kathy went through and checked the roster, so to speak, to make sure all the teachers are in it. So Science Olympiad, click that. And if you can't find that, can't see that, shoot me an email and I'll add you to the rosters. Okay, so the roster, you're all activity leaders. So that means anybody can edit and add topics. So if you do something really cool, you can add a topic. That's kind of the idea there. All right. Hopefully we can get this renamed at some point, and it's something we can maintain just for our own benefit, right? So you go to topics, and you actually will see all the professional development we did last year when we were in quarantine. Went through and made topics for everything we had done because I was having trouble finding some of the stuff on the various links in Google Drive folders and that sort of stuff. You can still, if you know how to get to this stuff, that's fine. Just keep doing your thing. But if you're trying to find something we did last year and you're not sure where it is, you'll probably find it in here. But anyway, this is just, our own thing. It's not really, not something the school is putting out per se. You should be able to add topics, though. If you do something cool and you want to make a topic for professional development or share with people, go for it. The reason I did this was because I got an email from Joe who had talked to Luke, who heard I had done this and sounded like something he wanted to do. So I figured I'd make the video, make the topic, spend a little bit today doing that for you. So go to the topic. This video was the first version of this video I made, which was a little rushed. I don't love the sound quality on these webcams we got, but oh well, I'm gonna run with it. I should have used my laptop. That'll be updated in 1 second with the video I'm currently making. So watch the video first. It's quick, right? Pause it, go back, ignore the last 2 minutes that I blabbered for. Go back to what you need to do. So as far as the software goes, what we've done, just to recap, is we've copied this, right, from Google Sheets. We've pasted it in the embed on your bulletin board, but it was small. So now we need to make it big so it shows the whole spreadsheet. That's down here. This is probably, well, I guess the code I just copied looks a little bit different than that. But anyhow, this is probably what your code looks like. I had to kill some of the code on the end, this iframe thing and this, because what happened was when I made this text box, it actually embedded it again because of this code. And I was like, no, they need to see the code, not the spreadsheet. So I had to kill a little bit. So it looks a little bit different, what you copied and pasted, than what is here, because I had to take off some of the code so you can copy it. So what you're going to do, though, is the big idea here is, this is going to be in the way, isn't it? Shoot, the screencastify thing, I got to hide that. All right, the big thing you're going to do is you're going to copy this last part here and replace what's highlighted here. So this is what will be in the code in myCBA right now. All right, we got to kill that and put this in. And you can see what this is it's the cells. I was A1 through E6. Maybe you're A1 through E8. I don't know. Maybe you're A1 through G3, depending on how you did it. You got to figure that part out. All right. The width and height you also have to figure out. 650, 750. That's custom to my spreadsheet. That's the size of the window that it puts the spreadsheet in. And that's what I use for all my courses. Depending on how big you make the columns and stuff in Microsoft and Google Sheets will affect how big you make those numbers. You just have to mess with it. So anyway, copy this, Control C. All right, now go back to your course bulletin board, hit edit, enter edit mode, go back and edit your code for your embed. Now, I copied, this wasn't in that screen we were just at, and I know that. I had to delete those so that it didn't actually embed it in the topic. It's basically everything after the question mark, right, up until that greater than sign. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to do Control V to paste it. Control V on the keyboard will paste it. All right. I think you can also do right-click paste once you've highlighted the part you want to remove. All right. So can I undo that? Let me show you that again. So this is what it looked like. I highlight everything between the question mark and that greater sign. I do Control V and it replaces it. So when I save it now and preview it, or go back to my bulletin board, it'll be full size. All right, there's a little bit extra room on the bottom, but that's okay because if I make my table bigger, it'll update. Now I will warn you, there's a delay. Like if you change something here, especially the formatting stuff I found, there's a delay to when it updates on the bulletin board. All right. Usually I walk away, come back, refresh it, and it's the way I want it. So when you adjust things here, it doesn't necessarily change here right away. If you adjust the window size in myCBA, it will change right away. So I think that's it there. Once you have that, if you want to do other sheets, right, like I have a few different preps. So all I was doing was from each one of my courses, I was just, let's see, each one of my courses, I was just copying the code again and just replacing that again. All right. Yeah, the idea with the Google Sheets I like because I'm going to move this week down, move the next week over into position. So I'm just going to kind of shuffle like an upside down L and just keep in, as long as I put my new stuff in A1 through E6, then it'll automatically update over here for next week. All right. Hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. Okay. Talk to you later.